Good morning, vlog. It is almost 7 o'clock on February 12th, a Tuesday, and I have been up since about 5:30, actually a little bit before 5:30. I woke up before my alarm, which I have a weird habit of doing, like just a few minutes before my alarm each morning. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but anyway, took a shower, got refreshed in that respect. And before that, actually, I decided to do a little bit of an exercise. I did 10 burpees. Those are a workout. If you ever tried a burpee, it's basically kind of like almost a jumping jack mixed with a push-up. They aren't fun, but they are very energy intensive. I also made some coffee this morning, so I have that. That's a requirement. And I've been using this extra time this morning. I've been trying to get into a better habit of just waking up when my alarm goes off, or even when I first wake up in the morning and it's close enough to when my alarm goes off, and just not laying in bed. So that actually helped me get a lot done this morning. And I'm using this extra time to do a little bit of research for making some promotional graphics for my church, and just creating some little video blurbs that would go on the screens at church that help advertise the podcast. I really want to focus on podcast subscriptions this year, of just growing the listener base. I guess starting locally with the church, because despite our church having about 1,000 people attend every Sunday, got cut off there. Aside from our church having 1,000 people attend every Sunday, spread across 2 services, we only have less than 400 people that go to the Bible class in between. So I'm hoping this podcast can really help provide a sneak peek into what they're missing, those that aren't attending, and see if that can entice them. Well, if they have this class with this subject matter going on, well, what else are they offering? Let me go check that out. And we have a bunch of other classes that are really interesting and have very in-depth conversations in between the Sunday services. So that's what I'm trying to focus on right now, and that's what I want to really increase for 2019, especially after I have the analytics set up to where I can kind of get a glimpse and a general idea of how many people are subscribed to the podcast. I think right about now there is approximately 45 to 55 people subscribed to the podcast, and that's not all within the church. That's definitely spread out from the geolocation data that I also have. We're apparently really big in California, or that's just where a lot of the servers are where we're getting downloads from. And so basically what I'm doing right now is I am researching some apps that I can put on my iPad or my iPhone that'll help me create some quick graphics with text and overlay, or do a side-by-side with video, because I want to do a screen recording of how to subscribe to the podcast in the Apple Podcast app. I think that'll be very helpful and engaging for people to see, like, oh, it really is this easy to find a podcast and subscribe to it on my iPhone. And a majority of the people that I talk to day in and day out have an iPhone. And since you already have a podcast application by default on your iPhone, it's really, really easy to subscribe to just about any podcast, let alone mine. One piece of software that I think looks promising is this Adobe Spark. It's one of their newer pieces of software that they released within the last year for sure. I think it was actually within the last 6 months, and it's all web based pretty much. You can either edit and put together graphics and videos online, or you can do it through their app for iOS. And I think if it's not already on Android, it should be coming to Android as well. They're really. I remember reading the story about Adobe bringing Spark out mid 2018 and was very excited by that prospect of, oh wow, they're going all in on mobile and online video editing. So I'm very excited to try out those tools and see what the capabilities are. Made it back here to work again, and on the way here I came to a realization that it doesn't help me too much to prepare lunches for the next few days if I don't actually take the lunch with me. So I forgot my lunch at home, and so yeah, I don't know if I'm just gonna go out without today or if I'm just gonna go out for lunch, but I need to remember to bring my lunch with me, and maybe I won't have this problem. Decided to go ahead and take a late lunch. I couldn't really make it throughout the day without getting something to eat. So, feeling rejuvenated. I use some of the time during the lunch break to record a couple of screencasts for how to subscribe to a podcast for my church's podcast to hopefully use in some of the promotional material that I'm also working on. And yeah, I'm just going to keep hashing away at that in my free time and hopefully get that over to some of my contacts at church to see if they can put it up on screen later, maybe in the coming weeks. But for now, once again, it is back to work, and until the evening when I can leave. So I was feeling pretty good going back to work after lunch. Then during the afternoon, some it's hard to explain, but just some stuff went down with a few of things at work that really got me off balance and kind of just took the wind out of my sails a little bit, and it I don't know how else to say it. I'm sounding more like a broken record each day, but it's kind of I'm coming to the realization that I guess I just suck at my job right now, and in a sense that's okay, because I'm just, maybe that's not what I'm built out for. Maybe that's not how I operate, what I need to do. All this is, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going and what exactly I need to do in life. And I guess I'm at kind of a crossroads where, is this really it? Should this be it? Do I have the necessary skills to do this, or do my skills, or are my skills that I'm proficient in, apply properly to where I'm at right now? Or is there somewhere else I may need to go? I don't know right now, but I'm going to keep at it for now. I'm going to keep working with my higher ups and my coworkers, and find out exactly what's going on, what we can do, and I can really just hope for the best. But it's been kind of a demotivating day today in that respect. I'm kind of just frustrated with myself, and I know that I'm frustrating others, and that in and of itself is frustrating for me, because I don't like to do that to people, whether intentionally or unintentionally. So it's just been kind of a frustrating day all around. So much so that I didn't really even feel like I could, at the time, whenever I was leaving work, keep going with the vlog for today. But I just had to take a minute, take a step back, and this is something that I want to continue doing, at least, and still document my life somehow, and that includes some of the ugly stuff, some of the not so fun and happy-go-lucky stuff that happens in my life. So yeah, I guess in that way I'm learning to deal with that and document that as well.
Got the podcast edited and almost fully ready to go tomorrow. Just need to add the extra ID3 tag information before sending it off for final approval, and I can go ahead and also get that scheduled in the morning as well. But yeah, tomorrow is a new day, and we'll just take it from there.